Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ade, and if you're brand new, then of course you are most definitely welcome. And if you're returning back, then thank you so much for coming back to watch another video here on my channel. Okay, so today guys, I'm going to be coming at you with a comparison, a side-by-side comparison, because I feel as though these two fragrances are just so similar, it's almost uncanny, okay? And I'm not sure that I'm the only person that has actually figured this out, but if I am, then I might be onto something here. And if I'm totally off the mark, then then I need you guys to tell me what it is that you guys are really smelling, okay? But before I get into the two fragrances that I want to compare side by side, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, join the family. Really want you to be here, grow with me and join me along on my fragrance journey here on YouTube. Okay, so without further ado, let me just get on with it and just tell you guys what fragrances it is that I believe smell exactly the same, okay? Or very similar, very close, okay? Ugh, right. Okay, so we have AJWAD by Lattafa, okay? And the fragrance that I believe it smells like is Ma'ali in the Summer Rasasi collection by Rasasi. So guys, I don't know if anybody else has smelt these two side by side, but please tell me why we've got the same fragrance in two different bottles, please. So basically what I'm going to do next, I'm going to read you out the notes so that you can kind of get an idea, and I'll definitely put the notes obviously side by side so you can see the direct comparison of the notes and you can kind of see why I am smelling pretty much the same thing in the two different bottles. Okay, so we've got AJWAD. So the top notes for AJWAD are just generally fruity notes, and then for the mid we have rose and jasmine, and then for the base we have vanilla, musk, amber and cedar. And then for Mali, which is in the Summer Rasasi line, with Rasasi we have the top notes of vanilla, hazelnut and mandarin orange. We have mid notes of amber, floral notes and salt. And then we have a base note of oud, sandalwood and musk, okay? So already from this, okay, we have fruity notes in common, we have amber in common, we have florals in common, we have musk in common, and then we have like obviously like woody notes in common as well. So, and obviously the way the notes have been broken down, in AJWAD it says fruity in the top notes, and then in Mali it says mandarin orange. So it's leading me to believe that the fruity note is definitely a mandarin orange of some sort. And then for the mid notes it says amber and floral notes, and in AJWAD it's telling us that it's rose and jasmine. So I genuinely believe that the floral notes in Summer Rasasi probably have a little bit of rose and jasmine in there. And then obviously we've then got the base, which is pretty much the same, vanilla and musk heavy. The only difference is that Summer Rasasi has oud, and AJWAD literally has amber and cedarwood instead. So as you can see, there's definitely a lot of similarities between the two fragrances, and honestly when I smell them side by side, they literally smell the same, guys. So anyway, just to let you know, obviously the Lattafa one has been out for a very long time. I actually don't know why I haven't smelt it. I've seen it on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and somehow I just never got drawn. Randomly, a couple of days ago, I literally got drawn to it, and as soon as I smelt it, I just knew that it smelled exactly the same as Summer Rasasi. And of course, I had to get it because my Summer Rasasi is nearly done and I need a replacement. But yeah, I mean, of course, the bottle and everything is lovely. The lid is not that easy to get on. I don't know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So we're gonna keep that absolutely real. But of course, the bottle is absolutely stunning. I mean, look at that lovely geometric print. Again, we're gonna look into the sprayer, absolutely gorgeous, smells so good. And then obviously we're then going to compare it to the Rasasi, which has a little bit more of a sleeker and also a more sophisticated bottle. The sprayer also just as beautiful, same. Right, okay, so I'm just going to say side by side just to give you that comparison. So AJWAD to me has a more linear take on the fragrance. It literally smells like the dry down from the beginning to the end to my nose. And then in with the Summer Rasasi, that one you can definitely smell like the tangerine and the top notes basically. And as it dries down, it becomes a little bit more, the depth is then added. That's where the oud comes in. What else is there in there? In their dry down, you've got your sandalwood and a little bit of your musk, but that's where it definitely becomes a little bit more depthier. You can still smell obviously traces of fruity notes, as well as your floral notes in there. But I want to say that side by side, the Rasasi fragrance is definitely a lot stronger, and I think that's down to it having that oud in there. Obviously with AJWAD, it doesn't have any oud in it, but it does have those woody notes that can kind of allude to a slight oudy scent. So obviously I've got them both side by side, which is why I'm like pointing to both hands. I'll definitely say the Rasasi one is definitely a lot stronger, and obviously the Lattafa one not as strong. But in regards to sort of scent profile and how they smell, they pretty much smell exactly the same. So if you're looking for if you are looking for pretty much the same scent profile but don't want to spend as much for the Rasasi, then you can definitely substitute it with the Lattafa, because I definitely believe for that price you can just overspray, add more, buy another bottle, and it's definitely not going to hurt your purse, and you would still smell nice. You would still get that same feeling as you would get with the Rasasi fragrance as well. What else can I say that do I have anything else to say on this fragrance? Yeah, obviously Summer Amali has a bit longer longevity, only because of the fact is you've got that oud that helps to complement it and elongate the longevity and also the projection of the fragrance. But both of them actually have that medium to loud projection. You can definitely smell them in a room. Somebody standing close enough to you can definitely smell it. So I don't think Lattafa holds back on the quality or the projection, but I would say that definitely longevity, Rasasi is definitely winning a little bit, but again, that's just with the added oud in that fragrance. And I definitely think that over time as well, that Rasasi fragrance definitely settles into a more rounder and more creamier fragrance. It just becomes creamier as time goes on. But like I said, with AJWAD, it's definitely pretty much the same scent from the beginning to the end. You may get a slight bit more rounder or creamier as it dries down, but it's pretty much the same from beginning to end, not that much changes. So that's basically it. That is a side-by-side comparison. I'm not gonna badger on too much, but I do believe that these two are definitely the same. And if you really, really do like this scent profile, then you should definitely have a look at AJWAD. Look on TikTok. As you can see, it's definitely viral for a reason, and I can obviously, when I first smelled the Rasasi one, I definitely thought that, oh, I've never smelled anything like it, but it's crazy to now think that they're literally exactly the same perfume. Maybe also alcoholic content might be slightly different in each fragrance, so obviously maybe adding to the price point of why one is more expensive than the other. One might be more of an extrait de parfum, while the other one is more of an eau de parfum instead. So yeah, that's basically it. If you've tried either or both fragrances, then please let me know your thoughts below. If you loved it, you hate it, then please let me know your thoughts, because I always want to know. And of course, if you have any other recommendations for me, please let me know in the comments box below, because I'd always love to know and always want to try out something new. But thank you so much for watching the video up until this point, and of course I will see you in my next video. Goodbye.